So children, you can start now. Children, start.
Ramya.
Abhishek, you need to, I think, unmute. Ramya, you need to unmute.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Yeah, start.
Greetings to one and all present here. I am Rani Ramya Lakshmi from Eklavya International School, and it gives me immense pleasure to be a host this evening. Welcome to Great Masters, a series of interactions with the legends of the disciples of some of the greatest gurus of Indian music and dance. These series of interactions were introduced to make the new and rising generation aware of the approach and style of legendary artists. On behalf of Eklavya International School, I would like to convey our pleasure and privilege to host the SPIC MACAY event this evening. Today, we are celebrating the legendary guru Sangeeta Kalanidhi Doyen, Dr. Sripada Pinakapani, through the Great Masters event on the 75 years of India's independence. I would like to call Sriniketan to introduce about our principal, Suganti Vishwanathan ma'am.
Greetings, one and all present here. I'm Radha Sriniketan, and I take immense pleasure in talking about my principal, Suganti Vishwanathan. Suganti Vishwanathan is a postgraduate in commerce and an MPhil in English, a postgraduate in education, a 7 habits trainer, soft skills trainer, NLP trainer, and a trainer in academic and pedagogy. She's a trained singer, dancer, and an amateur painter and a sculptor. She is no accidental teacher. She took a conscious jump from corporate career to teaching career when she discovered that she has the capability to touch lives through her teaching. Encouraged by her family and neighbors, she took up the teaching career to bring about a change in the way education was viewed back then. And sadly, some part which still continues to be the trend now as well. Education for marks and exams. Under her tenure, the school has received several awards, including the Great Place to Study Award, which was received in House of Commons, London, the Bronze Level Award in School Enterprises Challenge for Entrepreneur Skills, the British Council Award for International Collaboration, the Leader in Me Award, the IIMUN Best Delegates Award, to name a few. She herself has been honored with the ISA Global Awards from ESN Publication, Top 20 Achievers Award, Higher Education Review, the Initiator Award from Acharya Group of World Class Education, and the latest being Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Gyan Ratna Award. I'd like to call my principal to speak a few words.
Thank you, Sriniketan. Thank you, Ramya, for introducing SPIC MACAY. And thank you, Sriniketan, for introducing me. It's such an honor to host such an illustrious program like Great Masters Program, an initiative by SPIC MACAY. Basically, I used to wonder, looking at the depleting interest in all that is Indian during our generation. We had this craze for Western, everything Western looked good. So I used to wonder what will happen to this wonderful art and culture that our country has. There is a plethora of there's a what do you call it? You keep digging and you keep getting, and I used to wonder who's going to keep this alive. And I really love the initiative because they seem to be introducing this generation of children to our heritage, to our art and culture. See, a few months back regarding SPIC MACAY program. Ramesh sir, thank you.
Thank you.
Who are coming and up and saying, we want to know more about this great person who lived then. So I want to welcome Ramesh ji. I want to welcome Kiran Sethi ji. I want to this wonderful program. And I also know because there is a saying that whenever there is a Carnatic recital that is happening, Hanuman comes and sits there. If you are singing about Rama. So here in this program, Dr. Pinaka Pani will also be there somewhere with all of us. That's what I feel. He will also be listening to us. He'll also be listening to our children talk about Dr. Pinaka Pani. He'll also be listening to them interacting with Chakrapani and the whole world that's going to be listening to Dr. Chakrapani. Thank you so much for giving this honor to host this show. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for the enlightening speech and welcoming our guests. I am Rani Joshna of Ekavya International School, and I have the immense pleasure on giving an introduction on our guest, Vidwan T.P. Chakrapani. Sangeeta Ratna Sri Tirumala Penagona Chakrapani is an ingenious Carnatic classical musician and a distinguished composer hailed as a child prodigy. He is one of the prized disciples of the illustrious gurus Padma Bhushan Sangeeta Kalacharya, Dr. Nukala Chinna Satyanarayana Garu, and the esteemed Doctor of Kurnool, Padma Bhushan Dr. Sri Pada Pinakabani Garu. He holds a postgraduate degree in management and information systems. From a very young age, he could interact with a number of stalwarts of Indian classical music, which helped him to imbibe the subtle nuances of the Tanjore Bani, which is evidently seen in all of his compositions. He is especially sought after for his scholarly composed Annamacharya Kirtanas. He is extensively performed in various prestigious music festivals all over the country. Vidwan Chakrapani has done a variety of work in the field of music, like thematic concerts, Sri Padarachna in 2017, Annamacharya Sankirtana Vaibhavam in 2010, Naukacharitam in 2009. He has also done lecture demonstrations such as Manodharma Sangeetam in 2016, a brain camp in 2008, and workshops on the Simha Sankirtanas. He is not only very adept in composing kirtanas in the classical idiom, but also extremely keen in teaching them to his students, and essentially desires to increase amongst the common man an awareness and appreciation of Indian classical music. Because of this passion for teaching, he started a music and research institute named Sacred, Sri Annamacharya Center for Research and Expositional Development in the year 2007. Sacred is his brainchild, and informed research is his ultimate goal. Vidwan Chakrapani, due to his deep desire to preserve and promote chaste Carnatic classical music, took up the Herculean task of perpetuating colossal composition collections of Dr. Sri Pada Pinakapani through Sacred. To support this noble idea, world-renowned printer Pragati Offset has taken up the task of printing Dr. Panigaru's collections by naming the series Paniniyam, which was also released in 2014. List of books published in the Paniniyam series are Abhyasam, Prapati, Swararamam, and Notuswaram. He has composed and sung for many audio series as well, such as Annamaya Sankirtana Pennidi, Annamacharya Sankirtanas for Tirumala Tirupati Devastanam, Divya Simham Namami, Ahobila Nrisimha Sankirtanas, Tirupavai, the Telugu poetic translation of Andal's Tirupavai, the devotional airs, the European airs of Muthuswami Dikshitar, Suprabhadam and Sandhya Vandanam of Amma, Anusya Devi, Jillalamudi, to name a few. Rare compositions of the same composer, Sri Rakamacherla Venkatadasu and Guru Padma Bhushan Nukala Chinna Satyanarayana, are ongoing audio projects. Rani Ramya, why don't you continue with the titles conferred?
Yes, of course, Jyotsna. Titles conferred. Sangeeta Ratna from Hatches has Sorangapriya Swami and Annamacharya Kirtana Nipuna from the 42nd G of Sri Habilamu. Due to his unstinting service to the field of music, he was invited by organizations in the USA to share his extensive knowledge on classical music about Dr. Pinakapani's style known as the Pani Bani. His workshops do not only concentrate on the musical aspect of the Kirtanas, but also on the Sahitya and Bhakti Bhava. Some of his very well received workshops in the USA are Krishna Kirtanas of Tiruvattiyu Tyagaraja and rare compositions of the Rusain composer Sri Rakamacherla Venkatadasu and compositions of Bradrachala Ramadasu and popular slokas and stotrams tuned by Dr. Nukula Chinna Satyanarayana and Annamacharya Kirtana and Havabila Nrsimha tuned by Sri Chakrapani and also Tyagaraja Pancharatna Kritis. Now I would like to call Rani Deepshika to speak about Dr. Sripada Pinakapani.
Thank you, Ramya. I am Rani Deepshika of Eklavya International School, and I'm here to give a brief introduction about Padma Bhushan Sangeeta Kalanidhi Dr. Sripada Pinakapani. A doctor by profession, Pinakapani Garu is one of the most illustrious musicians of Carnatic music, whose sole purpose was selfless service to the vast, bottomless ocean of musical experience. Pani Garu's Bani, fondly known as the Pani Bani, is the rich synthesis of the best features of the then existing styles made immortal by great teachers and performers. Collating all these aspects and then conducting a detailed filtering process, Sri Pani Garu, with his incisive intellect, created a tradition where only that which is in purest form survived. Not only did he create this unrivaled path, but also set about creating a notation system which came closest to the actual rendition of the highest caliber. The singing doctor of Kurnool owes his training to classical music to his Adi Guru, Sri B.S. Lakshman Rao of Mysore, the fourth generation disciple of Sri Tyagaraja himself, and his gurus in advanced music are Dwaram Venkataswamy Naidu and R. Ramanuja Iyengar of Madras. He is a consummate scholar, apart from being a vocalist par excellence. He has made a rich contribution to the Carnatic system of Indian music by publishing books like Manodharma Sangeetam in Telugu and Tamil, Melaraga Malika, Sangeeta Saurabham, Pallavigana Sudha in Telugu and English, and many more. The Annamacharya Kirtanams notated by him, like Deva Devam Bhaje, were one of the finest and were performed by stalwarts like M.S. Subbulakshmi and D.K. Pattammal. He was honored with Padma Bhushan in 1984 for his outstanding contribution to the classical Carnatic music as a vocalist and an erudite scholar. He was conferred AP Sangeeta Natak Academy Award in 1966, Sangeeta Kala Sikhamani by Madras Fine Arts Society in 1970, Sangeeta Kalanidhi by Madras Music Academy in 1983. His message to students of music is that they should not swerve from the path of high traditions of music and wish that they should propagate the great psalms of enduring value without sacrificing their rich style, beauty, and chastity to the consumeristic and commercial interests of the present-day world. The power and glory of Carnatic music is living and will live forever because of the contribution of legends like Dr. Pinakapani. Now that we have Dr. Chakrapani with us, we would like to ask you some questions, sir. You have been Dr. Sripada Pinakapani's student. Can you tell us about your relationship?
Chakrapani sir?
Yes.
I think what we can do is we can keep the questions for, after you finish the talk. Now okay. I will request Abhishek to play the small video of M.S. Subbulakshmi, and then you can talk. Deepshika, we will just see the questions, whether we have time to squeeze in. So Abhishek, you can play the video. Abhishek?
Devadevam bhaje divya prabhavam. Devadevam bhaje divya prabhavam. Devadevam bhaje divya prabhavam. Ravanasura-vairi ranapungavam. Ramam devadevam bhaje divya prabhavam. Ravanasura-vairi Pungavam Devam Bhaje Divya Prabhavam Rajavarashekharam Ravikula Sudhakaram Rajavarashekharam Ravikula Sudhakaram Ajanubahu Nilabhakayam Ajanubahu Nilabhakayam Rajari Kodan Guru Guru Rajivalochanam Ramachandram Ramam Devadevam Bhaje Divya Prabhavam Ravanasuraveeri Pungavam Ramam Devadevam Bhaje Divya Prabhavam
I think that's enough. We can start.
Abhishek, you can stop the video now. Chakrapani can start. Sir can start now. Yeah, Chakrapani sir.
So, Deepshika, would you like to repeat the question?
No, madam, we'll start because this video we have introduced. So we may be having short of time. So Chakrapani sir, you can start the interaction session. Chakrapani sir, yeah, you can start. Hello.
Sripadanvaya Sanjatam Kameshwara Guru Sutam Lakshmanarya Padashritam Vande Gandharva Sevadhim Bhushanam Nada Padmasya Satyanarayano Guru Bhagyasya Nagare Divye Bhasate Ketanarihi. Namaskaram everyone, and I have requested the show to commence. Before my talk, I wanted Devadevam Bhaje to be played. As introduced by one of the students, Devadevam Bhaje is the composition of Dr. Sripada Pinakapani garu. Almost everybody, whoever knows Annamacharya, whoever have visited Tirupati or one way or the other would have heard this. It's a very it's a very highly rated and highly popular Annamacharya Kirtana, sung by Dr. M.S. Subbalakshmi. So, the reason for asking me to play this song is Annamacharya Kirtanas composed by Pani garu are many. He has composed 108 Kirtanas of Annamacharya in the traditional style. The reason MS sang this, I need to tell you. I wanted to share with that experience. There was a national program of music in All India Radio one night, and of D.K. Pattaman, the Sangeeta Kalanidhi. D.K. Pattaman performed the previous night. The next morning, MS Subbulakshmi came to PK Pattamahal house early in the morning. This has been narrated to me by Pattamahal herself. I could meet her. She told me about this. So MS arrived in the early hours. Command was, she didn't know. Without notice, MS Subbulakshmi came. So Pattamahal garu asked, what is the reason? She welcomed her, and after coffee she asked. MS started the conversation. Yesterday night in the program, I heard you sing Vandeham Jagat Vallabham in Hamsadhani. Whose Kirtana is it? Who is the composer? That has brought me here. So she said it is Annamachari Kirtana tuned by Dr. Pinaka Panigaru. I really enjoyed it. Did he do more? Yes, he has done many. I chose this and I performed it because I loved it. So MS Amma told, I'll take leave. I've come for this, just this information, piece of information. If you can be seen there, in a couple of months, MS released Panigaru's Devadevam Bhajan. All this goes on to say the whole world knows Pattamahal, his word, and MS Subbulakshmi. But Panigaru, as described by one of his students, is Vidwan of the Vidwan. Vidwan of the Vidwans. He was an emulatory. He was on a high pedestal even for the top rank musicians. His compositions have been a choice of all the top artists, especially his Annamachari compositions. And people, when they want to learn something new, they will refer to Panigaru's notation. This has been the tradition in at least Andhra Pradesh, I can tell. Now, what is that Panigaru? What is Panigaru's Pani Bani? I heard a couple of students say this. So Panigaru, Pani Bani is not a separate style. It is the chaste Puritan style which has been practiced and performed by all the masters. It is a blend of all the best things of that golden era of music who preceded Panigaru, who had that Guru Parampara, who say in a word, if you need to say, it's the blend of all Puritan styles, the Tanjavur style, whatever you call. Panigaru himself describes, he's told me several, what is your style, I asked. How do I name it? It is that I did not create any style. I just collected all the good things from all the great masters, whomever I heard. And the collated version is what I have ended up with. And that is what is Pani Bani, you people call. So what he used to do, Panigaru, like he was drawn to music from his childhood. He pursued music. All these things are common for any artist. But he generally, a good student is, he learns from whatever is taught and he practices well and does. This is what we do. Panigaru's zeal or thirst did not stop there. Along with his academics, he gave music equal importance, and actually because he told me several times, I didn't want to live on music. I don't want to use music. I never wanted to use music for food. I wanted to keep it chaste. I don't want to expect anything from music. Music has come to me. That is enough for my life. I don't need anything else. If I have music, that is sufficient for me. God has been kind, has been compassionate to bestow music to me in this life. That is enough for me. So when he heard masters, we generally, even now, we have so many things. Either we copy it. If we like somebody's music, we listen it over and again. Or we, at the most, we learn it or try to imitate it. Panigaru, there was no media, there was no YouTube at that time. So he used to go with a paper and a pencil to a concert. The moment he hears a Sangati, he will write it down. Suddenly, if something else comes up, he's short of paper. He used to even have bus tickets. He used to use bus tickets to write down the notation. He developed, because of his interest, he developed that, edge of notating whatever he hears. He can translate. Writing notation is not approximate in Padigaru's way. It is almost near to what you utter, what you sing. If you understand Padigaru's notation, you will understand the ragam. Even though you don't know it, you are listening to it for the first time. You are attempting it. It's called descriptive notation. So he compiled, or suppose he takes one kirtana from one person, one sangati from one person, the other sang a better one. So he will make A and B. He will choose and he will blend it if needed. Otherwise, if both are good, he will keep it as first and second sangati. He collected them and wrote it and compiled them over years, for decades, and went on and preserved them. Generally, what we do is, once we know it, we just throw it away. And he carefully collected all and preserved it for posterity. I'll give you an example. Bhujagabhushana Shrita Bhujagabhushana Shrita Bhujaga. Somebody writes Bhujagabhushana Shrita. That somewhere he hears. So these are a combination of various artists singing these songs. Bhujagabhushana Shrita Budhajana. You can hear. Nobody will sing beyond this. Budhajana. Padigaru took the pain of collecting it from the raga somewhere heard. Budhajana. For him to know it is one thing, and preserving it through notation for the next generation to learn it. You can listen to Sujana Jeevana on YouTube by all the artists. Suja Budhajanavana will be the last Sangati you will sing. Budhajanavana. So this is Padigar. There are so many. It is very difficult to come say this is the way he did. He adopted, he invented, innovatively he thought how to make it available for the generations. And he taught all the 4 top artists from Andhra were his students. First student was Dr. Nukal Chinna Satyanarayana Garu, who was handed over to Pani Garu by Dwaram Venkat Swami Naidu Garu. Second is Nedunuri Garu, then Oleti Garu, then Srirangam Gopalathan Garu. All the 4 are the masters in that field. But see, he was so different to every student based on their caliber and their need. He used to teach the student. When Nukal Garu became a student of Pani Garu, he was already a student, very senior student, who was accompanying Dwaram Venkat Swami Naidu Garu on violin. So Pani Garu asked, what should I teach you? He said, start with a Varnam. So Pani Garu said, no, you are not in that level. I will teach you what you deserve, where you should start, where you need to start. You are much higher than that. And he told me several times, I didn't teach any the basics at all to Oleti. For Oleti Garu, he used to always say, you just don't need to tell him what to sing. You just need to tell him what to sing. How to sing, he knows. For Nedunuri Garu, he made him, Nedunuri Garu stayed with Pani Garu for 12 years. Along with hostel accommodation at Pani Garu's house. He was a family member of Pani Garu. He stayed for 12 years. A student staying in a guru's house for 12 years, it's not a small thing. And Gopalathan Garu, later we are all, because of myself or Malad, we are all, through our gurus, we went to him. And to my fortune, that's what everybody is displayed. Pani Garu is not a person who will believe you on your face, or he will not open up to you. It is my fortune. I have sent few videos to Ramesh Garu, he will play it for you. He has opened up and he shared all that he could. And the greatest thing of Pani Garu is, till the last day, on March 11th, he passed away. On March 9th, I went to give him the medicines. Till March 9th, he was singing, even in hospital bed. And senility never touched him. No question, memory, singing, thought process, nothing. On the bed, with the ECG running, he is telling me on March 9th, on 11th, he left his body. On 9th March, I went to give him medicines from here to Karnool. He's saying, Chakrapani, this instrument is making sound Nisa, Nisa, Nisa. Even with the current fluctuation, it is not going till re. It is only Nisa, 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 Nisa. It is saying, even the slightest, it is not going beyond Sa. Announced not even to Shuddharishabham. Means, even at that point of life, he was with music. He never knew anything beyond music. You can say that. And for him, nothing mattered beyond music also. He was practicing music, he was everything. But for him, music was the purpose for which he lived. For himself. He was a doctor, he had other, whatever. But all that he did for music. He did not earn a rupee out of music. For TTD, he compiled this. All that he knew in music, he compiled them in 4 volumes in Sangeeta Saurabhams. And TTD printed it. He only did his proofreading because nobody else can do it. So much of, at 85, he did his proofreading. At 80 plus in Karnool. And TTD gave a very nominal amount for that. He never expected that also. With the money TTD gave, he put it in a bank, and he had his childhood friend Parabrahma Shastri, who was also a doctor. His son gave him some money. With that, he printed again Pallavi Ganasudha and other books and made it available to people. He did not take a rupee. With whatever he got gold medals, few gold medals and some felicitations. He had a little gold. So he said, because of singing on Rama and because of the music of Tyagaraja, I got this value. I'm here today. I need to offer back whatever little I can. So he called one of his brother's daughter and told her, handed over the gold he had, his gold medals or in academic gold medals and others, his titles, whatever. He said, make this into an ornament for the Sita Devi in Bhadrachalam. He offered it back. Even on his 100th birthday, the state government gave him a golden, what do you call, bracelet. It is hardly 5 minutes. The state government, the minister came, so many dignitaries were there. He called me then and there, Chakrapani, I don't want my children to even think about sharing this. This is not mine. I have got this because of the music I have been given by God. This belongs to him. So see that this bracelet is given back to TTD in the hundi of Tirupati Balaji. I don't want it. I want it to be offered back to him. In nothing he kept for himself. And his passion was like that. Even in childhood, he was in his school. His father bought him a cycle. He did not use it because he wanted a bell for it. In those days, a cycle with a bell. That bell which was given was not of his Shruti. When he rode the cycle, he wanted that bell to be in his Shruti so that he can sing and go. For many weeks or months, he kept the cycle at home. Somewhere, when he was coming back after many months, he heard somebody's cycle bell. Oh, this is my Shruti. Then he came home rushing back. After inquiring the address from where he got that bell, he went, purchased that bell, fitted it to this bicycle and then started using it because he wanted Shruti even in that. From childhood. And his passion for music, he was a student. 20 minutes or half an hour is too small, even for a person like me, a small person like me, to tell about Panigaru's personality. He, Rangaraman Jayangar, Panigaru learned from Rangaraman Jayangar. So, in his house, Mudikondan Venkatramayar came. The legendary Mudikondan Venkatramayar came. So, Panigaru was also invited by Rangaraman Jayangar. He asked, Pani, you come tomorrow? He is coming. He will sing. So, Panigaru tried to ask him, about music. So, he said, not like that. After having food, you offer him the tambulam, the vetle paka. Then you ask him, he will tell. So after the food, Mudikondan Venkatramayar, who was a revered and such a legend, he offered him food. After he offered him the what do you call, pan, and then asked him about something, music. So Venkatramaya Godikondan started singing. So then he asked Panigaru to sing. So Panigaru was encouraged later. You keep on singing. Then Panigaru sang Sarasangi. Then Mudikondan Venkatramaya Garu said, if you are singing Sarasangi, a rare ragam like this, I can understand how will you deal with Shankarabharanam and Kalyani and Todi, which are popular ragas. A rare ragam itself, you have got control, so much of control over the swarams in that ragam. I can understand, estimate how deeply you can sing, how far you can go into the ragams like Kalyani and Todi. And Chaudaya, for him, music was the ultimate, not a person. Chaudaya, the legendary violin artist T. Chaudaya, met him. He said, you come to Mysore, I will give you that tips, I will teach you this and that. So he said, okay. Generally people will say, now we are, in these days we hear, every artist says, yeah, you come, I will teach. We know how much they teach and how much we get. Panigaru also thought for namesake he's saying. And after a few days, he saw Panigaru having lunch or tiffin somewhere. And Chaudaya Garu came and asked, Doctor, you are coming home, right? Oh, then he thought, oh, he's serious. He meant what he said. So he went there. Panigaru got invaluable tips from T. Chaudaya. And that is the place where he saw Balamba Garu, whom he went on to marry. Balamba Garu was introduced to him. He saw Balamba Garu first time in Chaudaya Garu's place. Chaudaya Garu only arranged the marriage for Panigaru. After many advices Chaudaya Garu gave Panigaru, he said, Pani, when you take up a ragam, be with it for some time and forget other ragams. Don't even touch other ragams and don't leave this ragam. So Panigaru understood what he meant at a later date when he started composing for Annamacharya. Each ragam, each kirtana of Panigaru in Annamacharya, he said, suppose if he takes Devadevam Bhaje, so 1 month at least to the extent he is satisfied, he would sing from Geetam, Varnam, whatever is available in that ragam, all the other kirtanas, listening to that ragam. He never had this much of media available at that time. So he's singing all the time, only that ragam, only Hindoda, nothing else. For 1 month, if you are just with Hindoda, the nectar of Hindoda, it's like the butter coming out of it. After he's content with his practice with Hindoda, then when he's filled in and out, Antarvyapti, Bahirvyapti, Swarupa Vyapti, it is called in Advaita Vedanta. Then he's to say, when I'm in and out with that ragam, then I started attempting the tune for a kirtana. So many ways. And then he did so many kirtanas for every ragam. Seeing his level, people used to attempt. Even now you don't have. He wanted Annamacharya kirtanas to be the main part of a concert. That's why he composed based on the requirement. It fits the concert's platform. His wife, Balamba Garu, who herself was a musician and a student of Dr. D.K. Pattaman, asked him to put Chittaswarams to the Annamacharya Kirtanas to elevate the status of the Kirtana. And later, how much time am I left with? I'm not able to hear you. Are muted.
Chakrapani Garu, we are getting close to playing the video now. I think we are We have just a few minutes of your talk left now.
Okay, sure. So,
Sorry, sir. Sorry.
no problem. No, this goes on. See, anyway, if you give me 3 hours, still it is less. If you give me 1 day, it is less. So it's no problem. So this is the introduction part. You can have a series. We can have each separately. So I don't mind. So Panigaru is not flattered by your comments. If you say very good, he is not. If you say, he used to ask, he used to tell me, your Guru Nukala is he is bigot of mine. He madly says, Guru Garu, it's so good. I don't like that. And Oneti used to give a analysis. If somebody says good, I want where is it good. If somebody says bad, where is it bad? I want them to pinpoint and tell me. Then only they are making me grow. And I'll tell you, in the last part of his life, in the last 2 years, 5 years, 6 years, his breath was very small. He doesn't have breath long. So he used to, Chakrabarti, I'm practicing with the small breath I have, how much ragam I can accommodate in that sangati with that small breath. I'm practicing that. If he is awake and see the greatness, daily 3 hours he used to do Gayatri Mantram in the evening, 7 to 10. And that phalam, he said, I don't want this phalam. I am here because of these great students I had. I had the privilege of being a guru to Poleti Garu himself. I have stars like Nukala Garu and others. So he used to sing Mangalam with this phalam. It should do good for all my students, that included. For each one, he used to sing. For Neduri, one Mangalam. For Nukala Garu, one Mangalam. For Malladi brothers, one Mangalam. For Chakrapani, one Mangalam. Every day, every single day, we are here sitting because of our Guru Kripa. If we think we are on our own, we are fools. He has left. He said, when I leave this body, I don't want even a swaram left in my body. I should have given it away. It has been given like a lunch box when you go out. Your mother gives you a lunch box. You finish it there and come back. When you go back, you don't need lunch box. So I have been given music as my lunch box. I'm going to spend it here and go. I don't want even a speck of it. This is the way people have to. That's what I'm saying. Panigaru's music is there at that high level because of what he was. You sing what you are. He believed in that. If you will sing what you are, you cannot suppose. And he made sure that he never expected anything, and he gave all that he had. And he always told me that when I Chakrapani at 100, when I go, there's nothing to condole. I want you to do one thing. People will come and ask you to participate in the condolence meeting or anything. Please don't do it. There's nothing to condole my death. I have led a full life. I have enjoyed everything. And what the introduction missed, and what is important is, Panigaru, some officer tried to inquire about Panigaru when he went to Kurnool. Nobody knew Panigaru. Somebody told weightlifter Panigaru, then somebody identified, yes, this is weightlifter Panigaru. Kurnool District Weightlifters Association president was Panigaru. He did gym till his 90th year. All the 4 top gyms in Kurnool are still run by his students. He was a cricketer who could coach his son to Ranji level. So he used to enjoy tennis, and his analogies in music were always in terms of tennis. He used to give the rally and others. So Panigaru and music is one great mountain. In the range of mountains, Panigaru is a selfless and always thinking about uplifting and educating and dissemination of knowledge. Adhyayanam, adhyapanam, that's what. Till the last day, on 9th February, on 9th March, we could hand over, I along with my colleague, we could hand over the Chittaswaram, what do you call, Lekkacharajiti, the mathematics of music, the Muktais and Korvais collection of Panigaru, he made that book. We handed over to him online. Then he gave a big handshake and he said, "You have never compromised in terms of values and money. And please keep up the same standards. Give me that word." He took that word from me. And just because of his age, he just walked away from this body. He never died. So when somebody was saying he'll be somewhere here, yes, he's filled all over. When I sing something, I think he's the one who is singing through me. It's not me. Na hankarta, na hankarita. I did not do anything. He chose a small speck of grass like me. The stalwarts, however, are different. He gave me all that. A generous person. So it's always a great thing to remember the legend who lived like a saint. We have many people who dress up like saint. Many musicians dress up like saint. But living like saint is very difficult, and which Panigaru practiced and lived himself. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So thank you, Chakrapani Garu, for such wonderful talk. Actually, I would like to put it on record today that in SPIC MACAY, we have done great masters of Nedonuri Garu, great masters of Nukala Chinna Satyanarayana, great masters of Dwaram Venkata Swami Naidu, and great masters of Valati Venkateshwarlu, and great masters of Srirangam Gopalaratnam. It is so ironical that we are culminating today the Guru's Guru, great Guru, great Vidwan. We are blessed in SPIC MACAY to be doing this great program for SPIC MACAY. Thank you, Chakrapani Garu, for that wonderful, information which you shared, because these are information which are not available anywhere else, except the fact that the disciple and the student knows exactly what the Guru was. So thank you so much. So with this, I think we would like to have Abhishek play the video. Abhishek, you may cut the last video. There's no, because the wealth of music of Pinakapani Garu is available. So we can, for interest of time, I think you can cut the last video. You can play the video now, Abhishek. Go ahead.
Sharan
I'm very happy. Divya Padu, I'm very happy. You are singing very well. ఎవరు ఉండలేమో అనుకోలేదు అవును ఆహా
జీవము నిను నమ్మిన బ్రతుకు జీవము ఇది రవణు బలమూల மூல ஜெயோ Dimmi taka jum Vali Manasa Swaragami Smarami
எல்லா ஸ்வரமும் வருது ஆனால் வக்கரமாக வருது இதில் வந்து ஆபூசி வராமல் இருக்கும் மதசா மதசான்னு பாடிட்டு இருக்கக்கூடாது. அப்புறம் கமாரி கமாரின்னு கானடா வரக்கூடாது. அங்கே எல்லாத்தையும் கலந்து பண்ணால் தான் இந்த ராகம். பரம
स्वरूपवक्रतुण्डं प्रणव स्वरूपवक्रतुण्डं प्रणव स्वरूपवक्रतुण्डं प्रणव स्वरूपवक्रतुण्डं प्रणव प्रणव स्वरूपवक्रतुण्डं प्रणव स्वरूपवक्रतुण्डं प्रणव स्वरूपवक्रतुण्डं प्रणव प्रणव स्वरूप वक्रतुण्डं प्रणव स्वरूप वक्रतुण्डं प्रणव स्वरूप वक्रतुण्डं प्रणव स्वरूप वक्रतुण्डं प्रणव प्रणव स्वरूप वक्रतुण्डं प्रणव स्वरूप वक्रतुण्डं प्रणव स्वरूप वक्रतुण्डं प्रणव स्वरूप वक्रतुण्डं प्रणव स्वरूप प्रणव स्वरूप वक्रतुण्डं प्रणव स्वरूप वक्रतुण्डं प्रणव स्वरूप वक्रतुण्डं प्रणव स्वरूप Gapani Sati Sa Gapani Pranava Gari Sa Gapani Pranava Pagani Vasani Sa Gapani Pranava Nizari Pagari Gapani Sa Gapani Pranava Pagari Gari Sani Gapani Pranava Pagari Sa Gari Sani Gapani Pranava Ni Sari Sa Gapani Pranava Pagapani Sari Pani Gapani Pranava Gapani Sari Pani Sari Pagari Sari Pani Pranava Nizari Sari Gari Sari Gapani Pranava Sagari Sari Pani Sari Pagapani Sari Gapani Pranava Pagapani Sari Pagari Sari Gapagari Gapani Pranava Pani Sari Gari Sari Pagapani Sari Gari Sari Gapani Pranava Pagani Pasani Sagari Magari Sagari Sari Pagapani Pranava Sari Gari Sari Pani Pranava Pani Sari Gari Sari Pani Sari Gari Sari Gari Sari Pagari Sari Gapagari Gapani Pagari Gari Sari Pani Gari Gapani Pranava Sari Gari Sari Gari Nizari Rizani Nizari Gari Gari Zani Nizari Amari Zani Sari Gari Rizani Sari Gari Zani Sari Gapani Sari Gari Zani Bagari Zani Riga Pani Sangari Zani Sari Rizani Pani Zani Rizani Pani Pasani Rizani Bagari Zani Rizani Bagari Zani Sati gari gari sati sari giri sari sari pani sa pani giri sari pani pani ga ma gari ga pani gari sa pani sari ga sari gari ga pani sari gari gari sa gari sari ma gari ri pani sa sari pa gari sa sati sati ga pani prantava. Sani baga ni bagari sani sa riga bagari ga pani sari ga bagari sari 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 bagari ga pani sa. Sazari sani ni sani baga pani bagari ga bagari bagani basani ri sani ga pani sa. Pani sari gari sari baga pani sari ri sari sari bagari ga bagari pa sari gari bagari sari ri sari bagari ga pati sa. Sari sari baga pani sari bagari sari ga pani sari sa. Sani bagari sani sani ga pani sa gati ri sani sa. Pagani pa sani ri sa gari bagari sani pani ga pani sa. Sadi sani sani ri sani sa. Pani sari gari sani ga pani sa. Gari sa gari sa gari sa gari sa sari gari ni sari sa pani sa gari sa pani sari gari sa kapat ni sa ni pani sa sazani pani sa pani ga pani sa pagari gari sa pari ri sa pasadi sa pasadi sa ri sa gari sa sa ga ri ri sa ga ri ri sa ri sa ga ri sa ri pa ri sa ga pa ri ga pa ri sa pa ri ga pa ri sa pa pa ri ga pa ri sa sa ri pa ri pa ga pa ga ri sa sa ri ga pa ga ri sa ri ga pa ga pa ri pa ga ri sa ri ga pa ri ga pa ri pa ga pa ri sa ri ga ri sa ri ga pa ri sa ri pa ga pa ri sa ri ga ri sa ri pa ga pa ri sa ni pa ri sa ri pa ga ri pa ga ri sa pa ga ri sa ri ga pa ga ri pa ri pa ga pa ri sa ri ga ri sa ri sa ri sa ri sa ri pa ri sa ri pa ga ri pa pa ri sa ri pa ri pa ga pa ga ri ga ri sa ga ri sa ri ga pa ga ri pa ri pa ga pa ri pa ga pa ri sa ri ga ri sa ri sa ri sa ri sa ga ri sa ri pa sa ri pa ga pa ri pa ga ri sa ri ga pa ri pa ga pa ri sa ri sa ri sa ga ri sa ri sa ri pa ri sa ri pa ga pa ri pa ga ri sa ri ga pa ga ri pa ga pa ri sa ri pa ri sa ri sa ri ga ri sa ri pa ri sa ri pa ga sa ri pa ga ri pa ga ri sa ri ga pa ri pranava swarupa vakra nirantaro nikala chandra kanda nijava maga shuda rambuja pasha kalusha viduram bodagaram rambuja pasha viya pura kalusha viduram bodagaram aradi gula thodi ramyo roda trai bundira vavi gana timpaye varadna shoda paro siva
Title of Dr. Sripada Pinath.
Govindam Bhaja Govindam Bhaja Govindam Bhaja Govindam Govindam Bhaja Bundamate Bhaja Govindam Bhaja Govindam Govindam Bhaja Mudamate Bhaja Govindam Bhaja Govindam Govindam Bhaja Mudamate Samprapte Sannihite Kade Samprapte Sannihite Kade Nakine Gita Gachati Dukkum Karane Vaja Govindam Vaja Govindam Govindam Bhaja Mudamate Samprapte Nihide Kade Nakine Gita Gachati Dukkum Karane Vaja Govindam Mudajhi Dhanagamatrishna Mudajhi Dhanagamatrishna Purusadbuddhim Manasi Vitrishna Mudajhi Dhanagamatrishna
Guru Sadbuddhyo Manasi Vidrishna Jalna Pase Nija Karma Pataka Jalna Pase Nija Karma Pataka Vitum Tere Vinodaya Jito Jalna Pase Nija Karma Pataka Vitum Tere Vinodaya Jito Vijagubindam Pundajigi Tanagamatashna Guru Sadbuddhyo Manasi Vitrishna Jalna Pase Nija Karma Pataka Vitum Tere Vinodaya Jito Vijagubindam Bhajagubindam Govindam Bhajamudamate Samprapte Sandikhite Gade Samprapte Sandikhite Gade Nakine Kirachate Duku Karane Vajagubindam Satsangate Nisangatvam Satsangate Nisangatvam Nisangate Nirmogatvam Satsangate Nisangatvam Nisangate Nirmogatvam Nirmogate Nirmogate Nishchadatatvam Nirmogate Nishchadatatvam Nishchadatate Jivan Mukti Nirmogate Nishchadatatvam Nishchadatatvam Jivan Mukti Vajagubindam Govindam Vajamudamate Vajasigate Kakavikaraka Vajasigate Kakavikaraka Shushkeni de Kakasadaka Vajasigate Kakavikaraka Shushkeni de Kakasadaka Shine Vitte Kaparibaru Shine Vitte Kaparibaru Jnate Tate Kasumsaraka Shine Vitte Kaparibaru Jnate Tate Kasumsara Vajagubindam Govindam Vajagubindam udamate badastavat krida saktaka badastavat krida saktaka tarunastavat taruni saktaka badastavat krida saktaka arunastavat taruni saktaka badastavat krida saktaka arunastavat taruni saktaka vrutastavat chintataka vrutastavat chintataka vrutastavat chintataka parame brahmani kopina sakta vrutastavat chintataka parame brahmani kopina sakta govindam bhaja govindam govindam bhaja mudamate samprapte sannikhite gade nakigire gade dukum karane bhaja govindam
The group, I think we have come to the end of the program. I think we can have the vote of thanks given. I've actually texted to Chakrapani sir, but I think he's probably, Chakrapani sir has joined. We can have vote of thanks.
Dr. Ramesh, so before saying a vote of thanks, so let me, in 1 minute, I would like to finish. So Dr. Sripada Pinakapani Garu's listening experience as a Rasika. So what I have observed is like, so musicians do say that every single note is an important. So what I have seen from a Rasika point of view is Dr. Sripada Pinakapani is such a fine sculpture that he sculpts every other note perfectly. For example, there is a Papanashanam Shivan Kriti is there. Ini oru kannan unai maraven yadukula telakanan. So normally vocalists will sing Ini oru kannan unai maraven. But Sripada Pinakapani Garu's rendition, every one of your students, you must listen. Ini oru kannan unai maraven yadukula tilaka nan ini oru kannan. So the difference I have observed from Panigaru's style of rendering a kriti. So thank you, sir.
Thank you, Radha. Chakrapani sir, thank you very much. And now we can have the formal vote of thanks. Children?
I think Sriniketan is having a little bit of a problem in the network. Just a moment, sir. I'm just contacting him.
No issue. Otherwise, anybody else who has the script can give the vote of thanks.
Can I interrupt for a minute?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please, please.
Yeah. I first of all, I thank SPIC MACAY for making me remember my Guru again and share whatever little I know. But
sure,
a complaint on you people that it is a very difficult to control ourselves. The moment we are in Hindi we call jab tawa garam hota hai, when the pot is really hot, you ask us to stop when we are talking about people like Panigaru. It is difficult to confine them in 20 minutes. So you should definitely not just Panigaru. There are great people. Of course, Panigaru, it is not because he's my guru or something. You will not come across people like Panigaru who lived a life like what do you call? We have a saying in Vedam, you should live a life, lead a life where devatas are pleased. Oh, he is worthy. But Janma, we gave him the life. Where Swastina Indro Brahaspatihi, Swastina Pusha Vishwa. In that, in one of the Shanti Mantras, they say he has lived a life which would have pleased Tyagaraja or Annamacharya. I always used to talk to Panigar and say, people want riches, people want name, people want titles, everything, name, recognition, but they because of the singing Tyagaraja Kirtana, but they don't want to lead a life like Tyagaraja. That simplicity of thought. So when we are for the coming generations, this is what is going to play a vital role, that you can uphold your values and still lead a very dignified life. Like Panigaru said in the last line of his diary in 1990, when he said, when I look back at my life, I can say, Doctor, you did not waste your life. He wrote for himself. So we should all have that courage to write for ourselves, that we did not waste our life and become a the Janma Sukridam. We should make our life worth living and please those people who have given us. And thank you once again. And a series of talks like this on Panigaru, if you are ready in a phased manner, it will be a very great thing for the society. This is what is needed in today's society. And music with values. That is what we can reach through people like Panigaru. Thank you so much. And I really want to thank the school people. The students have been so nice and very perfect, and not a word more or not a word less, and perfect in their introduction of Panigaru. I have heard so many people introduce Panigaru. I know how they do it. And they've been so nice and so cultured, and so much of sweetness when they speak. And Madam Sugandhi Madam also, she was enjoying music like anything. So more music, and let the life become music. Be listening a song and becoming a song is what the difference is. We should start with listening to a song and becoming a song ourselves, and let all good things prevail for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your kind words, sir. Sir, actually, we could go on and on. Actually, there is a whole life which would be required to listen to and understand Dr. Pinaka Panigaru's music. But the SPIC MACAY's Great Master Series is gathered towards making the young ones understand what is our culture, what Dr. Pinaka Panigaru stood for, and we are only giving a glimpse of what the great master is about. So yes, as you rightly said, in SPIC MACAY, we are what you call completely open to have more open sessions with you, with a larger audience. And so we will definitely get back to you, reach out to you, sir. This is just an initiation, and we have touched all the great masters till date, Shirangam Gopalaratnam, Nukala Chinna Satyanarayana, all this we have come. So it is fitting tribute to the Guru's Guru, So it is Vidwan, which we have done today. So I thank the school, the children of the school.
Sir, Sriniketan is there to give the vote of thanks.
Yeah, Sriniketan, please. Sriniketan, go ahead. Thank you, madam. Sugandhi madam.
From Govindarajan's phone. So he has to be unmuted.
1 minute. Yeah, Abhishek, you need to unmute Govindarajan. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Sriniketan.
Thank you, sir. I'd like to thank each one of you here today for supporting us throughout the event. Today, we leave with the feeling that it holds true for Sangeeta Kalanidhi, Doyen Dr. Sripada Pinakapani, a great teacher who showed the correct path of teaching. He is perennially flowing river, and he lives forever in Indian music. I would like to thank the founder director of SPIC MACAY, Dr. Kiran Seth from IIT, bestowed with Padma Shri and Sangeeta Natak Academy Award, SRF Foundation, for making this event happen. We'd also like to thank Dr. T.P. Chakrapani, disciple of Dr. Sripada Pinakapani, enlightening us with insights into Guru and Vidwan Sangeeta Kalanidhi, Dr. Sripada Pinakapani. Also, thank you, principal, teachers, and students from Eklavya International School, Pondicherry, for joining today's event. We enjoyed your time today. Thank you and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
So Abhishek, before we formally close, I would like to just inform the group that, the founder member of SPIC MACAY, Dr. Kiran Seth, is on a cycle yatra from August 15th onwards. And I think he has crossed Madhya Pradesh. From Jammu, he has started and he is on a cycle yatra, spreading oneness, spreading, getting more members into SPIC MACAY, informing the group what are the culture about, and everywhere he goes, he has a warm welcome, where people are coming up with open arms into joining SPIC MACAY, and pretty soon, somewhere by November or December, he's going to be touching base in Pondicherry. So hopefully we should be able to, get in touch with Dr. Kiran Seth. And this is the message I wanted to convey to everybody. And Sugandhi madam, you have something to talk about?
Yeah. I want to thank Chakrapani ji for, when he spoke, there was no question answer session, but when he spoke, I could understand that he was reliving everything. He was like, when you talk about your grandmother, when you talk about your mother to somebody, the feeling that actually emanates in the face of the child is what I found in his face too, when he was talking about his guru. And such fondness that he has developed for his guru, if he has developed that fondness for his guru, I wonder what a great person Dr. Pinakapani was. That is what I really admire. And நம்ம இதுல தமிழ்ல சொல்லுவாங்க நிறை குடம் தளம்பாது. அது மாதிரிதான் சக்கரபாணிஜியை பார்த்தா இவ்வளோ செஞ்சப்புறம் இவ்வளோ தன்மையா இவ்வளோ அழகா ஒரு விஷயத்தை தொகுத்து ரொம்ப அழகா கதை மாதிரி சொன்னாரு. It was so good. It was like fascinating listening to him. We could have gone on for another 3-4 hours listening just to Chakrapani ji narrating things about Pinakapani ji. So this is something that we wouldn't have known. But for you, Ramesh ji, I want to thank you also. Okay, so but for you, we wouldn't have known that such beautiful human beings exist amongst us. And it's such a great fortune that we are getting to know all of you through this program. Thank you, SPIC MACAY, for all that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam. And thank you, Chakrapani Garu. Thank you, students. Thank you, Abhishek, for all the, finding time to streamline this program. And I think formally, Abhishek, we can close today's program. And I just want to inform the
Pondicherry. There is a question from Alka, sir. There's a question from
Alka. Ananya. Yeah.
Can you unmute Alka?
Yeah. Alka.
Hello everyone. I'm Ananya from Eklavya International School. I'm fortunate to listen to the unique voices of Carnatic legends on this platform. Thank you to all of you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Ananya. And I would like to inform the Pondicherry group that we have a on-site 3-day Dagar brothers who is who is an exponent of Drupad Bani. So we are going to have three-day program. The posters I will share it with the group, and any of the children who are interested to witness this great, unique on-site program of Rudra Veena, you are welcome to attend in 3 different places, which we are organizing on 2nd, 3rd, and 4th November in Pondicherry. So with that, I think I close today's program. Abhishek, we can formally close the program.